What's a Wolfpack fam? Continuing my journey. It ain't half hot, mom. Ladies and gentlemen, with the crew, Sergeant Majors, Shut Up, and the rest of the gang. What adventures are going to be happening on this week's episode? I got to stay tuned to find out. But ladies and gentlemen, I just want to remind you guys, let me see if we still have that graphic. Yeah, that this episode is one of the lost episodes. Hopefully this will pop up. Yeah, so really quickly, this episode has some missing pieces on it as well. So just in case, it's going to be a little shorter than the other episodes. You can, you can pause it and you can read it on your own free time. Just a reminder on that. But either way, the number one thing that is the most important thing is that I get to enjoy another episode. So thank you guys for hanging out. Don't forget, like, comment, subscribe. Free to do, helps out the channel tremendously. Shout out to the patrons and members below. Thank you so much. Let's get it. Snacks not included.
Sergeant Majors?
Azab Patel has gone to cinema.
What, to see the Indian uprising?
Azab, and he think Indian uprising is beautiful Kashmiri love story. And when I tell him it is tale of revolting Apaches, he does not believe it.
Well, I got this note for the Sergeant Major from the quartermaster. Here. What's that old Shut Up doing with a picture of Parky's mum?
Oh dear, dear. Snake is now really out of basket.
What are you talking about?
Mohammed, now Solomon Saab, my good friend, and I wish to have most secret verbal talks. So will you please be taking a powder? What's the powder taking? Oh, go on, get out, you damn coolie. Go on, get it out. Take it down, go on. Or I will be kicking your private backside. What can you do with these people, Saab? They have no damn manners. Please be seated, and I will give you the dirty lowdown.
Now say that again. Look, Parky, the upshot of all this is that Battery Sergeant Major Shut Up Williams is your father. And you are his loving, begotten son.
Please accept our deepest sympathy.
ये तो बहुत अफसोस की बात है। इतना बड़ा लड़का और अभी तक बाप का पता नहीं था और पता भी चला है तो इतना अच्छा लड़का बेचारा इतना खराब बाप साहब and mine.
He's not my old man. My old man works in a munitions factory back home.
But how do you know for sure he is your old man?
I know he is. He and my mum got married in 1925, and they got a silver teapot to prove it. How old are you? 20.
They ran it a bit close, didn't they?
Yeah, why'd they get married so quick?
Here, what are you trying to say?
It's all right. There's nothing to worry about. As long as they did get married, you're not one.
One what?
One of what you would have been worried about if they hadn't got married.
Look, they met in Colchester.
A military town.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they got sort of friendly at this New Year's dance. Mum was being pestered by this army bloke, see? So the next day, Dad went out and sought him out and gave him a thick ear. And then this army bloke got himself posted overseas.
To India.
Well, I don't know.
Sergeant Major Shut Up's got a pretty thick ear.
Blimey, if he is my dad, I'll commit Harry Corris.
Harry Curry.
Yeah, whatever Harry it is, I'll commit it.
Old Shut Up does have his good points. He is very smart.
That's another thing, Parky. You're always polishing your cat badge.
Well, I like to look nice.
He's got the same sort of cruel twist to his mouth.
And a jutting out jaw.
Shut up!
Hey, Marky, why don't you write home to your mother and ask her?
You can't ask a man to do that. I mean, it's not the sort of thing you'd put in a letter.
Dear Mum, who was it?
Parky, we're only trying to help. I mean, don't worry. This sort of thing happens in Hollywood all the time.
Yeah, they're always having maternity suites.
Maternity suits.
Blood tests.
Eh?
That's what they have, blood tests. Look, I know the last Jack in the hospital. We can easily get them to test Parky's blood.
Yeah, but how can we get the Sergeant Major's blood?
Yeah.
Somebody could punch him in the nose.
Yeah.
Any volunteers?
Not me, I couldn't reach.
Yeah, we could throw leeches at him.
Gloria, this is a serious discussion.
We could get a couple of mosquitoes, stick them in his net, and collect them the next morning.
Do me a favour, Nosha.
It's ludicrous. How could we be sure they hadn't bitten somebody else first?
Has anybody got any sensible suggestions?
आ गया
Eh?
साहब एक बहुत अच्छा आइडिया आ गया फेल ही नहीं हो सकता बस उसको कहते हैं अंधेरे का जानवर एक बार जिस्म के साथ लगा दो ऐसा चिपटेगा सारा का सारा खून पी जाएगा वैम्पायर बैट
Anyway, the blood test isn't conclusive. It can prove he isn't. It can't prove he is.
Yeah, you're not going to start that again, are you?
No, all I'm saying is that it can prove he isn't your father. It can't prove he is.
I don't want to prove that he is.
Got it. Simple. Solly has the solution. The blood groups are on our medical records. I'll chat up the homie in the records office and have a quick shufty.
The boy's the genius.
Right, Solly.
Got a parking. Carry on, boy. Stand up straight then. Shoulders back. Find better shoulders. Show them off. Show them off. Got a parkings. Did you have any notification from HQ that they was proposing to make alterations to the officers' mess?
No, sir.
I thought not, sir.
You told me to get it pulled down.
I did what?
You told me to remove the mess by the officers' lines, sir.
I meant that pile of old charpoys.
Salam, Colonel Saab. Excuse me, Sam Major Saab, but I have caused them to stop, and they have taken down roof and one wall only.
You can soon put that back, sir?
Remainder fell down.
Get out.
Whoops.
Gunner Parkins, leave the office, will you?
Yes, sir. Oh, sorry, sir.
Wait outside, Gunner.
Yes, sir.
He'll have to go, you know.
Anybody can make a mistake, sir.
Yes, but he makes so many. I mean, the other day I told him to order 2,000 tent pegs. You know what arrived? 2,000 tents.
Just left out a four-letter word, sir.
Yes, well, the quartermaster put in a few.
His writing is awfully shoddy. That's why we got 1 dozen Beaufort's guns instead of 1 dozen Booth's gins.
When he was in that concert party, he made an absolute shambles of a pretty girl as like a melody.
Oh, yes. That was unforgivable.
He ought to be on a charge.
Due respect, sir, you can't charge a man with being a bit of a fool. I mean, there'd be no end to it.
Well, post him up the jungle or something. Ashford, have you got your motorcycle?
Yes, sir.
Give me a lift into town, will you? I said I'd pop in and see Mrs. Wadilove Evans. Major Wadilove Evans has been selected for that hygiene course in Delhi.
Oh, when's he going?
The day before yesterday.
That's a couple of months' course, sir. She must be very upset.
She's taking it very well, actually. You can go in now, Perkins.
Parking, sir.
Oh, well, you can go in.
Yes, sir.
Go in.
Yes, sir.
There's nothing right.
अगर आप लड़का होता लड़की होता ना तो अपनी जान भी हाजिर थी लेकिन चूंकि आप लड़का है इसलिए अपने बस का रोग नहीं आप क्रीक विदाउट पैडल
Am I going to get into trouble, Sergeant Major?
Just sit down, boy, and get on with your work, will you?
Yes, sir.
He can't be my boy. He's an idiot.
He can't be my dad. He's too much of a bastard.
You haven't got my fine, chiseled nose.
I haven't got a fat hooter like his.
What are you staring at, boy?
Nothing, sir.
Get on with your work, get on with your work, then.
Yes, sir.
What is it them American film tarts have tested when they has them maternity suites? Blood groups. Blood.
Pardon, sir?
What? No, blood. Cut myself shaving. Get on with your work.
Yes, sir.
That's it. Blood groups. I'll go and have a deco at both our medical records.
I'm sorry, Parky. There was this Indian bloke in charge of the records. He just wouldn't let me have a look. Well, you know what Indians are like when they get a bit of power. This one was plain impossible.
What's up, they're terrible people when they're in charge. How we British have been putting up with it all these years. I am never understanding. I know this man, sir. He's an awkward Sid, isn't it?
No, it isn't. It's awkward sod.
Indian twit. Thank you, you're too kind.
Kills it.
Righto. Sit down, lovely boys. Right, Johnny? In a row, Johnny. Me want deco record, chitties. Sergeant Major William Sahib, Gunner Parkin Sahib.
Who do you damn well think you're talking to?
Told his ass. You don't like that.
Ekdom Jaldi.
Why don't you talk to me in English, in which I matriculate? Otherwise, I would not be able to hold up this occupation. I am grade 2 clerk, not some damned native.
Shut up! Get me them chitties, Jaldi.
Just a minute, my friend. Just a minute. What for are you doing ringing that bell? That bell is for ringing when I am not in the office. And you can see that I am in the office. So don't you go ringing that damn bell.
Whoa.
Get me them record chitties and be Jaldi about it.
Where is your chitty?
I don't need a chitty!
I must have a chitty. Signed by the Colonel, by some authorized medical person, and also by me.
Now look, Johnny, don't you come in with me. What do you think that is? A tin carbuncle? I want my records and nobody's going to stop me seeing them.
On the contrary, your records are highly confidential.
What are you talking about?
Well, there may be something on them that they do not wish you to know.
Like what?
Perhaps you failed your intelligence test.
Oh, wow. Savage.
I've had enough of this.
Me likewise also. Next, please.
You touch that bell!
No. It is you that is not to touch the bell. I am permitted to touch the bell.
Might have met his match, man.
17, 19, 21, stick.
Come on, let's get him in.
Over dear Saab, I make top hole loose walla. I have a stolen record office chitties.
Yeah, thanks, Randy. You done well. Now, Peruski, what do you make of them?
I climb into record office window silently as sneaky monkey, and I pinch chitties before you can say Jock Parkinson.
All right. Here's your 5 rupees.
Thank you, sir.
Your blood group is O, and the Sergeant Major's is AB.
What does that mean?
It means that Parky cannot possibly be Sergeant Major William's son.
Congratulations, Parky.
Randy, come most quickly. Sergeant Major Saab is calling for you to be in the basha without dilly-dallying on the way. Run, rabbit, run!
Edith. Dear little Edith from Colchester. He can't be ours, my dearest. I mean, he's not bad looking, but he's such a Burke. Come here, Randy. Now listen to me. You are the only one who knows about me and young Parkins.
Oh, yes, Saab. That is heavenly issue of your line.
Well, something like that. Now look, I want you to go to the office where they keep some medical records. Open a window.
It's open like that, Saab.
Take out both our records from the file and bring them here to me, Jaldi. Now, I know it's going to be difficult.
Oh, no, Saab, not difficult at all.
No, I'll give you 5 rupees.
Yes. A little more difficult than that, I think, Saab.
Also,
10 rupees.
Sir Major Saab, you are as good as done.
Sorry, Randy, you can't have the records. I mean, it stands to reason. If old Shut-Up finds out he isn't his son, well, he'll have him posted up the jungle.
Yeah. But, Saab, I am man of honor, and I have promised Sergeant Major Saab that I will do battling for him.
Well, you'll just have to make an excuse, won't you?
All right, Saab, for you I will make excuse. Sergeant Major Saab, I could not do the battling for you because I could not raise left leg. You see, many years since, I am straining and I am bitten in left metatarsal, isn't it? by Pie Dog in Hyderabad. I did not get hydrophobia, but never again would my left metatarsal go through window.
Shut up.
this can work out in our favour.
How?
Listen, you can't stay in the battery office because you've been a Burke, right?
Well,
Right. We change your blood group on the record. He thinks you're his son. We put you back in the show, and that way you're our insurance. None of us will get posted up the jungle.
well done.
Nice.
I don't understand.
It's simple. We change that. He thinks he's his saucepan lid. We take him with us, and he won't pass us up the jungle. Malum?
Oh, I see.
1 minute is gone. Now we can again remember the money.
Oh boy.
Williams, blood group AB. Parkins. AB, he is my boy. Is you doing your bearer?
Sergeant Major Saragh, I was lying on my charpoy when I felt my conscience giving me a prick. And it said that I must move my metatarsal and go and do the burgling for Sergeant Major Saragh.
Shut up.
Delighted.
Took a light there. There's somebody coming.
Oh, Sergeant Major Saragh, do not worry, because I am slippery with cod liver oil, and you are slippery with dripping and cherry blossom. They cannot be holding us.
Shut up. Oh, come on, move quick. What are you doing that for?
Oh, dear. It is jammy.
Well, open it then.
But it is jammy.
It's jammied, all right.
11 more months and 10 more days, I'll be out of the calaboose. In 11 more months and 10 more days, they're going to turn me loose.
Don't worry, Sergeant Major. We're both slippery. They won't be able to hold us. You. I should cocoa.
Sergeant Major Saragh, you should have slipped out of your duty and run.
It's all right for you, innit? I'd have been spotted a mile off. Didn't have enough boot polish for that bit.
Hey, you.
Sergeant Major Saragh, now that you are knowing that Gunner Parky is your begotten son, everything is beautiful and loveliness, isn't it?
Well, at least that's cleared up. I don't know whether to be glad or sorry. The thing is, if he's in danger of getting posted, I got to get him back in a concert party.
That is it, Sergeant Major Saragh. Put him back in concert party.
What have you got on?
Cod liver oil, sir.
Oh. It's like being cooped up with a moldy lobster. This is the end. I'm ruined. Ruined. 21 years in the Royal Artillery, 2 years service in Burma, warrant officer class 2, caught red-handed.
Black-handed.
Shut up!
Ready.
Shut up!
I think it fancies me, Solly.
Hey.
Andy.
It's up. Is that you, Randy? It's up.
Here, I heard 2 loose swallows have been copped. Who's the other?
Don't tell him, don't tell him.
I'm just a stupid coolie of no importance. And he's smelling of lamb chops.
Randy, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Listen, I'm going to get a chain, tie one end to the bars, and the other end I'm going to tie to an elephant. One good tug, and the bar should come out. Malum?
Malum is out.
A long chain and an elephant at 3 o'clock in the morning, he's gone doolally.
Sergeant Major Saragh, how else are we to be escaping out of here?
Hey, wait a minute. These walls are made of mud. Grab a plate and start scratching.
Did you do what I told you?
To the letter.
Have you got the elephant?
Do I look as if I got the elephant?
What have you
you been playing at?
I had to wake up the driver. First.
Hoot.
No, his name was Pandit. He says to me, you wake up the elephant and I'll get the chains. The trouble I had. Elephants get tired, just like human beings. Having to shove those great big heavy logs around all day long. He was dead to the world. I didn't know where to start, and it was pitch dark. So I'm not one to lose my head in a crisis. So I thought, I'll start at the end that's snoring. At least I think it was snoring. I tried everything. I kicked it, I punched it, I shouted at it. It was no good. You know what did the trick?
Go on.
I jumped on its trunk. At least I think it was its trunk.
Hey.
Anyway, his eyes started to water. And then up he got.
Where is it now?
Well...
What? You expecting an elephant?
No, it's the way his dress is hanging.
Bring it in here.
What through there?
Well, back it up and pull the chain through the gate. Now, come on, loft it.
Right, just this one. Just about wriggle through. You go first, lead the way straight back to my barsha.
Just up. Still, can't you? Hand me that chain.
Here you are.
Listen. Stay clear of the window, because one or two stones may come down when I pull the bars out. Ready, Pederowski? Ready. Take the strain. Pull.
Wow.
Clumsy thing!
Yeah, 1 or 2.
Well, with your permission, sir, Bombardier Solomons would like to give Gunner Parkins another try in a concert party.
Well, we certainly can't risk keeping him here in the battery office, can we, Ashwood?
Oh, definitely not, sir. The officer's mess is an absolute shambles.
I hear part of the guardroom fell down last night. Did he have anything to do with that?
Definitely not, sir.
An elephant bumped into it in the dark.
Well, they're clumsy things. You're looking very brown, Sergeant.
Touch of the sun.
Going without his topi, sir.
I'm drinking many chatties of brown ale, Colonel Saab.
The thing is, Colonel, we are putting in this new number in the show, and we all feel that Gunner Parkins will be just the person to do it.
Oh, will you all be dressing up as girls?
No, sir. No, the Sergeant Major and I have agreed that for this number we will not be dressing up as girls. I'm sorry, sir.
Oh, what will you be doing then?
Well, sir, with the proviso that they don't dress up as girls, I am leaving this production entirely to Bombardier Solomon's discretion.
All right.
When the sun is shining bright, dispelling all the dews of night, with Sam Brown belt and buttons bright, behold the Sergeant Major.
That's my boy.
Batman makes my army bed, and soon my boots are luster shed. He turns me out from foot to head. A dapper Sergeant.
He's a man, he is. Not like them puffs dressed up as girls.
Then woe to them that meet my eye. They never do, they turn and fly.
I'll say they fly.
Oh my God.
Oh, look, Sergeant Major Saab. They are just like you when you're unafraid. All emasculated. Doesn't that make something stir within your heart?
Aye. Revenge.
Let's go. Code word elephant on this one. We're going to talk about it, man. I had a blast watching this. Hey, hope you guys did too. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for hanging out. Ladies and gentlemen, another, amazing episode. Unfortunately for my boy, Sergeant Major, shut up. He's got something stirring in his heart, ladies and gentlemen, and it's one word, and it's revenge. And it's so crazy because he stayed bitching about these guys dressed up as girls. His superiors are always wanting the dudes to dress up as girls, and obviously it conflicts with what he thinks. And these guys coming out, man, this is probably more or less his worst nightmare. The smirk by everybody there, man. The guy played piano at that moment. Oh man, that was a great scene here. You guys are gonna have to fill me in on that whatever Harry line there by Parkins in that moment there when he was getting a little riled up. I loved how he was like, shut up, and they were like, oh, you see? And it's cool because we were wondering, it's been hinted at that these guys are, getting more curious. Hey, what's going on? What's this kind of like special treatment going on here? But I think Gloria had one of the best lines here when, they're thinking, okay, this guy is, this is the guy's pops and shit like that. And he says, we have, our deepest sympathy, sympathy for you, man. I thought that was such a great line, great moment. I like how Ranji plays both sides, ladies and gentlemen. He agrees to help Sully. He agrees to help Sergeant Major. He's up on money, man. He got 5, and they're like, nah, man, this is a little bit of a big ask, man. He gets, all right, man, how about 10, man? So I like that he plays both sides. We've seen it in multiple episodes. He's looking out for Sully and the crew, but he also has, he has a good relationship, we'll put it in quotes, with my boy, Sergeant Major. Shut up, man. This guy's facial expressions, I just absolutely love when he gets mad. There's something that's really exciting and funny when a character is deeply mad, and I think that Sergeant Major Shut Up does a great job at that. Whether he, I think on this episode, he got himself a nice little rival there. That clerk guy was absolutely funny. I think this guy met his match. He's ringing the bell. He said, "Don't, dude, like, you stupid, or that's supposed to be wrong when I'm not hearing shit. You can clearly, man." And this guy, Sergeant Major keeps testing him and testing him and testing him. And, this guy's a badass, man. He is one badass dude. But I like the inner monologue between Parkins and Sergeant Major. He's calling him, he's like, man, this kid's a berg. He's an idiot. And then this guy can't be my father. And then, both these kind of inner monologues going on, because it's good to hear, we can't hear everybody's, thoughts and stuff like that. So it's nice on a show, don't you, I don't know if that would be a cool superpower. That'd be too much information, but because not everybody is saying what they always thinking and shit. So it's a cool perspective, a cool, way of hearing shit. Gloria had me dying on this episode. That character is funny as hell. Lofty, of course, too, is great. And, overall, hey, we should put, when they were thinking like how they're going to get the blood test, you started thinking about, I'm starting to think Jurassic Park here, mosquitoes and bloods and shit. But the Scottish dude, he's like, how about who's gonna punch him and shit? They're like, Lofty, I can't reach, man. I felt that to my core, ladies and gentlemen. I can relate. So, oh man, this was such a great episode as always. Thanks so much for hanging out. The adventures picking on up. I enjoyed that, Ranji and my boy Sergeant Major just went to extreme lengths to, kind of, trying to get this information. Obviously, Ranji's with Team Sully on this episode here, because at the end of the day, at least for the troops, Sully, the rest of the gang says, with a guy that he does a lot of fuck-ups, Parkins does a lot of fuck-ups, because he's so bad in the entertainment department, he can't really do much well, and I feel bad for him. But at the same time, he's even worse doing the office job stuff. So he's actually better doing the entertaining part than the office stuff. And obviously, these guys want to get rid of him, and that will not sit well, with the guys. So, this plan that they had, you know what, let's just have it say that they both got the same blood, because then he's going to do everything in his power, which, a father is going to do to keep him here. So I think that it was plenty funny here. The last bit at the end, to stand back with the rocks and all that shit, and these guys getting caught red-handed, which he got correct. He was corrected. I do like when they mix up the words, something I do plenty times in my life too. So the laughs are there, the jokes are there, plenty of things there. Please fill me in on the Harry business there. Yeah, I didn't follow on that. Obviously I can't know everything, ladies and gentlemen, but man, for what we picked up, man, I'm loving the show. Great vibes, great journey, great adventures here. I'm just looking forward to seeing some more. But I am glad that one of the things, again, like, with everybody, nobody is so blind that they can't try to say, oh man, something's going on, something fishy here. Why is this guy getting a little bit more attention? Oh, stand up. Yeah. Every time he says that, he just reminds me that my posture is shit. Okay. I feel like he's talking to me for a moment there. It's like, man, I start fixing myself, but you know what? It's a good reminder to, get my posture up, because sometimes it's shit, ladies and gentlemen. But anyways, guys, enough of my yapping. I enjoyed this episode. Hopefully you did too. Thank you so much for, rocking with me, hanging out. Appreciate you all. Thank you. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Free to do. Helps out the channel tremendously. And shout out to the Patreons and members. Thanks so much for your support. We'll see you on the next one. As always, peace out. Take care. Be well. Peace.